name is Eric with Ho'olapua, and today we're going to be busting some myths about sex trafficking. Myth. A sex trafficker is a shady character who physically attacks and captures people to force them into sexual exploitation. Fact. Less than 10% of confirmed cases of sex trafficking include kidnapping or abduction by a stranger. Traffickers and recruiters are more likely to be people we know, such as family members, friends, partners, drug dealers, teachers, etc. Traffickers can look and act friendly. Listen to your gut. If a request makes you feel uncomfortable, even if it comes from a friend, step back and talk to a trusted adult or call a hotline. Have open, meaningful conversations with your kids about their lives and relationships, and maintaining safe boundaries with everybody. Educate yourself about the nature of exploitation locally so you will recognize the signs.
Myth. Watching movies, you might think that sex trafficking doesn't happen in the US, that it involves guns, organized crimes, and that individuals who have been sex trafficked are waiting to be saved. Fact. 75% of sex trafficking cases in the US happen domestically. Sex trafficking does not need to involve travel of any kind. It is the exchange of a sexual act for something of value, not necessarily money. Often people are lured into sex trafficking through a psychological manipulation and connection, not guns and threats. Films and TV shows can create false understanding of sex trafficking and make it more difficult to understand the signs that may be happening in front of you. Get educated through Ho'olanapua's webinars and pay attention to your local legislative policies on sex trafficking.
Myth. Sex trafficking only happens to girls and people who are already troubled or troublemakers. Fact. 23% of confirmed sex trafficking victims in Hawaii are boys, which we believe to be an underrepresentation due to the stigma of shame for males that lead them to stay silent. Fact. Although individuals involved in residential facilities have a higher risk, traffickers are looking to exploit any and all vulnerabilities, such as the desire to be a social media influencer or fulfill basic needs like a safe place to live and food. Takeaway. Sex trafficking does not discriminate against any age, race, gender, or background. Create a safe place where people of all genders and orientations will feel accepted to share without judgment, shame, or blame.
Myth. Sex trafficking doesn't happen in Hawaii, and if it does, it only happens late at night in strip clubs and areas of high crime and poverty. Facts. Sex trafficking can happen anywhere, even in affluent white neighborhoods. The average age of first exploitation in the state of Hawaii is 11 years old compared to the national average age of 14 years. On Hawaii Island, the average is 8 years old. 64% of sex trafficking victims have identified as being all or part Native Hawaiian. No area or population is explicitly immune from sex trafficking. It can happen over the internet without even leaving your home. What can you do? Invest in your children's relationships with friends and others. Become educated so that you can be a resource for them to confide in and share with.